Number 8 is where the problems on this practice sheet start getting a little more difficult. We have exponents on both sides. We don't want to divide by anything here. We're going to go ahead and take the log of both sides to bring those exponents down. So I'm going to use log base 10. You can use natural log on this as well. You'll get the same answer because you're just it's just a ratio at the end. So taking the log of both sides lets us bring those exponents down. So I have log of 9 to the 4x minus 1 equals log of 5 to the x minus 4. And again, taking the log of both sides lets us pull those exponents down. Now, I'm going to pull those down in parentheses. That is super important. And they're going to come down in front of our logs. So we have 4x minus 1, that whole thing, times log of 9 equals x minus 4 times log of 5. Okay, so we've used the power rule, and now we need to start simplifying. We could divide both sides by log of 9, but then it's going to be really messy, or log of 5, but both of those are going to make it very messy for us to get our exact value. So, and remember our exact value, we want x equals log of something over log of something else. That's what this final answer is going to look like. So our final answer is going to look like log of something over log of something else. Those are going to be single logs. That's what our final answer is going to look like. That's our goal. So to get there, I'm going to multiply in my log of 9. So I'm going to have 4x times log of 9 minus 1 times log of 9, which is just log of 9, equals log of 5 times x minus 4 times log of 5. Remember, log of 9 and log of 5 are just numbers, but they're ugly decimals. So we don't want to evaluate those until the very last step, so we don't have any rounding to do. Now, the next thing I want to do is get my terms with x's onto the same side of the equation and my terms without x's onto the other side of the equation. So let's identify where we have x's. I have x's here and here. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract over x log of 5 so that it can be with its like term over here. And similarly, let's go ahead and move this negative log of 9 to the other side. Okay, I know that looks really messy right now, so let's cross out what canceled. So here our log of 9's canceled. So on the left side of our equation, we have 4x log of 9 minus x log of 5. On the right side of our equation, our x log of 5's canceled. So I have negative 4 log of 5 plus log of 9. All right, we're going to keep solving. I'm going to add another page here. Okay, so here we are. We have our x terms on the same side. We have our constants on the other side. Now we want to get our x's all by themselves. So I'm going to factor out an x on my right side. And I'm going to just leave my left side the way it is for now. You can start combining if you want. I'm just going to combine on the same step. And then since we have x times this mess, this is all constants here. This whole thing, again, that's just going to be a decimal. We're going to divide both sides by 4 log of 9 minus log of 5. on the right side, this cancels. So that is an answer that you could absolutely put in your calculator and get a very, very close to an exact answer. You wouldn't have to do any rounding. But we want to combine and make this nicer. We can absolutely do that since we know all of our log rules. So we're going to use the power rule first. When you're combining with logs, you always use the power rule first. So any numbers that you have in front of your logs, those are going to become exponents. So this -4 is going to become an exponent on the 5. And the 4 is going to become an exponent on the 9. So we have log of 5 to the -4 plus log of 9, sorry I'm running out of room here, over log of 9 to the 4th minus log of 5. And then we can combine even more. 5 to the -4th, if you put that in your calculator, you get 1 over 625. On the bottom, you have log of 9 to the 4th. 9 to the 4th is 6,561. In logarithm world, oops, I have my signs off there. Sorry about that. We just need to switch some signs here. It was plus on top and minus on bottom. So this guy down here needs to be a minus. Lots of detail work here. So we have plus on top, minus on bottom. So in logarithm world, plus means multiply. So to combine these, we're going to do 1 over 625 times 9, and that gives you 9 over 625. And in logarithm world, minus means divide. So we're going to divide 6,561 by 5. You don't get a whole number, you can't reduce that. And that is your final answer, all combined. Log of something divided by log of something else. When you put that in your calculator, you get approximately -0.591. So that's your approximate answer. Your exact answer is what we have here in pink, log of 9 over 625 divided by log of 6,561 divided by 5.